out there watching, either now or after the fact when this is archived.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are doing a commentary on Speed, which is going to turn 30 years old in about June.
June 10th,
And
I
this
think.
is
Yeah.
June 10th. I'm joined from the outer skirts of New York, my good friend Efree. How are you
Yeah.
doing today?
Great, great, man. Yeah, thanks for doing this, man. I really appreciate it because it's been so long since we haven't done a fan commentary together. I think the last one we did was for Deep Rising and such. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
last
it's been
year
a
and such.
while.
Yeah, yeah. So it's always fun to do these with somebody and such, and whatnot. All right, Bobby Reynolds in the house. All right, got
Hey there, Joe
RJ.
and Dante.
Yeah, yeah, 90s classic and such. All right, Dante. All right. Hopefully you get more. Would you come out there and watch this classic film with us? Once upon a time we had action thrillers and whatnot. Wow. And so
Yeah.
yeah.
But thank you for people joining the chat. Yeah,
Caleb, all
Joe,
right.
Bobby, RJ,
All right.
Fadi, Caleb.
All
Two
right.
different Calebs.
Two different Caleb's. Okay. All
Hello,
right.
Rambo McLean. Doing
Rambo
well. Hope you're
McLean.
doing
All
well.
right. You got it. What's up, Rambo McLean? All right. Okay.
Yeah, definitely
And
up there is one of my favorite Keanu Reeves
oh
films.
yeah. It's in my top five. Easily, yeah. Yeah. Now I know it's a bit controversial. I know people probably know about what your thoughts are on this film already. I am not a fan of Point Break. I'm sorry. It never got me. I mean, Patrick and Keanu have done better films, but it is what it is. This movie to me, I felt was the one that brought him to the party, in my humble opinion, and whatnot and everything. And big movie in 1994. I know it dominated. It opened in June. It dominated the box office for a while until True Lies opened. So True Lies came in and sort of took the top spot. But that's rare. A movie that no one knew nothing about that just came out of nowhere, took off. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm okay, DJ. How you doing, man? All right. Good.
Yeah, but pretty much what we'll be doing is, like we said before, we'll be doing a commentary on Speed. We're at the very beginning of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much we'll count down from three, and when we say press play, for those out there who watch this, again, whether now or after the fact or a week
Mm-hmm.
or whenever you see this, uh, feel free to press play when we say so.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1994 was the year you were born. Okay.
Oh, cool. All right.
Doing well, Perry fan and Chaz. So we can get started now.
Oh,
Pause at the beginning,
okay.
and we'll just count down. Three, two, one, pressing play.
Got it. Okay, I gotta lower
Got
it
the
down.
Fox
I guess
logo.
my end. Yeah, Fox logo. Once upon a time when they were round. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they're like a shit. It's literally like a relic now.
Yeah. Yep. Cornhole, you just made it. We just got by the Fox logo, and now we're getting to the actual film. It's
Mm-hmm.
still black, and we're fading right now on the elevator shaft,
Yeah.
where our movie
Wonder,
starts. Where it's
wonderful
yeah.
score by Mark Mancia, I believe. Wow.
Yep.
Wonderful
Mark
score.
Mancina.
Oh God. You know. Now, when did you first see this film, Matt? Did you see it on cable? Did you see it on VHS or DVD?
VHS. Had the
VHS.
tape.
Well, really?
Had the
Wow.
VHS tape.
A friend of the family had seen this in the theater, and he rented the VHS tape, and he was visiting the family. It was, I think, maybe on a Saturday night or Sunday night, and he had the T-shirt of Speed because he had saw it in the theater, a sneak preview theater, and he loved the film a lot. And we heard of the film, and he rented the movie, and he was hanging out with us. We put it on the VHS player. Me, my uncle, I think his wife, my mother, and my grandmother, and we all just had a great time with this movie. It kept us on the edge of our seat and whatnot. Very intense. Total opposite of what the fucking sequel is, in my humble opinion, and whatnot. And I love this film ever since, man. My goodness. Wow.
One nitpick I have, I love the film. I don't like the way the title looks. I kind of wish they used what was on the poster,
Oh, yeah,
the
the
way
red
Speed
letters.
looks in the poster.
Yeah, with the red letters, I think it was,
Yeah,
right?
here with the way it's spaced out, it just looks. it works for the rest, but for the Tau is like so spaced far apart that it
Yeah,
just looks weird. Like
yeah.
again, I wish it was like it was on the poster. Just a
Hmm.
little nitpick.
Yeah. I mean, this might be a bold statement, but I think this action thriller is a good example of, in a strange way, good versus evil.
Yeah,
It's you know,
good
so,
way to
I
put it.
know, yeah, because we have the ultimate good guy, Keanu Reeves, the cocky young guy, but then he's gonna go through this journey and all these lives and stuff on the Jeopardy, and then going up against the evil guy, Dennis Hopper, and everything. It's like it's amazing. I don't know what it is. It's like like they say, your hero as good as your villain. I mean, Dennis Hopper. I know this might have been one of the comeback projects because he had done Blue Velvet, and I think Hoosiers
Hmm.
was his comeback film. But after a while, we didn't see Dennis Hopper for a while. And then he came out of nowhere and did this movie. And I think Ian Bryce, that's a guy that would go on to work with Michael Bay, I believe, at those Transformers. So there goes Graham Yost, who would go on to write Broken Arrow and the movie Hard
Hard
Rain.
rain.
Yeah. I know. I remember hearing somewhere that Josh Whedon did some rewrites on the script and
Hmm.
whatnot. So he's uncredited though and everything.
Yeah.
So now we get the movie started right here. So,
So Chad's very cool. You saw on opening day on June 10th. You were 16 at the time. Very
wow,
cool. Must have
you
been
look
great to
you
see this in
very.
the theater.
It must have been a good time in the theater. Oh man.
And Perry fan, I would say this is one of my favorites of '94.
Oh
Other
yeah.
films would be The First Clerks, Time Cop, Shawshank Redemption, Ace
Hmm.
Ventura: Pet Detective. That's just
Yeah.
a couple of films in '94
Yeah.
I enjoy.
It'll be with me. It'll be this film. It'll be The Crow. It'll be Time Cop and whatnot. And of course, our introduction to our villain right here. Makes a hell of an
Hmm.
impression when you see what he does here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the story. This was supposed to be a Jeff Speakman film. At least that's the way he says it.
Okay.
And it's
Oh.
supposed to be. I just throughout the film somehow he would get off the bus and fight and get back on the bus,
Okay.
and that's when the script was with Paramount. But
Hmm.
then Paramount sold the script, and they couldn't get it back, and so then that's how Jeff Speakman tells the story.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was going to be part of this picture deal after The Perfect Weapon, but
Yeah.
didn't work out.
Hmm. Now I understand that Keanu Reeves, the time he took this part, he was going through some troubles because I wouldn't say troubles, but he was mourning a loss of his dear friend River Phoenix, and he was very depressed. So when it's one of those patterns we hear about Keanu Reeves, that when something tragic happens in his life, he throws himself into his work.
Hmm.
Like what happened with this woman and his kid, and how he threw himself into the Matrix and all these other movies, and he focuses on the work. And it was what the doctor ordered, because he was really this, and working on this film helped cheer him up some, because he really took
Hmm.
that loss to River Phoenix heart. And great little sequence here with the
Hmm.
elevator. Wow, very good.
That's cool, Davian. First time you watched was on VHS. Very
Same
cool. That's
here.
the same with me. That's
Yeah, same
same
here.
way.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but I know we could bring up that Michael Bay was offered this film, but he turned it down because he didn't think the concept was going to work. But then he kicked
Mm,
himself in the ass when he saw the film and such, and hence why
mm,
years later he decided he wanted to do Ambulance, because Ambulance supposedly reminded him of this film, which I would say this film
mm.
kicks the fuck out of Ambulance. I'm sorry. I don't know how his version of this film would have turned
Well, I
out.
think every person would agree with you, so I
Oh
don't
yeah, of
nothing to
course.
be sorry about.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Now that's an introduction to our heroes right here. Look at that, the fucking car
Yeah,
flying. I love that. Oh yeah, and a
got
funny
good camera
tidbit.
work as well.
Yeah, funny tidbit. Keanu Reeves went training with the SWAT guys, and to get into character, he shaved his head, and the studio
Hmm.
freaked out, and they wanted to wait till he grew some of his hair back. Which I don't know why they make such a big deal about it, but I guess they had Alien 3 flashbacks, maybe with Sigourney Weaver. Maybe they figured Keanu Reeves is going to do the same thing. I don't know. You know how they had to pay her this money because of a bald head or something.
I think they figure at the time Keanu Reeves has a certain look, and then changing it up.
Yeah.
People always worried about that. But yeah,
Mhm.
doing well, Bronson. We're both doing well this evening.
Yeah.
Hey there,
Thank you.
Lucas and
Yeah.
Godzilla fan.
Yeah.
Lucas, yeah.
Sorry, I can't really look at the chat too much because
No
the way I
problem. I
got
can
the
do that.
player. You doing chat? Okay, cool, and everything. And this was like Keanu Reeves like coming into his own as a lead because I didn't. I'm sorry, I did not see
Yeah,
that in Point Break. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love Point Break, but I put this above it. You know,
yeah.
I saw this film. I'm like, yep, he's not Ted Theodore Logan no more. That's it. You know, and
Is there any
Jeff
way to stop
Daniels.
this? Yeah, the
Yeah,
basement.
yeah. Of course, Joe Morton right there as McMahon, I believe is his character's name. I believe.
Not Vince McMahon.
No, not McMahon. No, he's not pissing and shitting on people. At least I hope not. And of course, Jeff Daniels, which the same year he was in Dumb and Dumber, so he had two big hits
Mm-hmm.
under his belt and such and whatnot. I love his rapport he had with Keanu. Really, really, you bought it and such. Because Jeff Daniels is sort of the senior officer, and Keanu Reeves is sort of the new guy. Well, you know, the guy who's looking out for him and whatnot and such. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty probable. I mean, an elevator being stuck like this in a building, who knows what a maniac could do and such. So, you know, I think that's why this movie holds up the hands of time, you know, and such. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just very well efficient in what it's trying to do in terms
Hmm.
of pacing, in terms of its set pieces, a lot of it
Hmm.
done in camera.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
good, fun gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do it earlier.
Yeah.
So,
And
and it's
plus,
like three movies.
yeah,
It's
it is.
like this is
Yeah.
a movie, the bus is a movie, then the subway is a movie. So
Yeah.
you get your
Exactly.
money's worth.
Yeah. I gotta believe the writer behind Die Hard with a Vengeance had to see in this film because you know it's almost the same plot involving a bomber, is your villain and such and everything. It's just instead of being in a bus or whatnot, okay, we're in the city, we're going here to find these riddles to stop this bomb, and there's some shootouts here and there. So, and I love Die Hard with a Vengeance. That was another good follow up the following year after this and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. See, Keanu Reeves sold it. He had the legitimate, he had the legitimacy to be the SWAT guy and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see that in has an FBI agent Johnny Utah, and I'm gonna keep on giving shit to that movie. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. Yeah. What I like about it is the people, the side characters' reaction. It seems genuine. Even when you get to the
Mm-hmm.
bus later on, you know, it seems like these are people you would see every day and such.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm. Hmm.
If this was made in the '80s, who could have starred in it? Um,
I
that'd
don't
be
know.
interesting.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll go on a limb. I would say it'd be a weird to see it as his first film, but I think he would have knocked it out the park. Brandon Lee, because in the '80s
Hmm.
he did Legacy of Rage, he did Laser Mission and such. I don't mind Legacy of Rage. I know you had reservations about it, and I know Laser Mission you're not a fan of. I can
Mhm.
still watch it, but if he's the lead in a movie like this, which I know a lot of people say, because Chaz Stahelski was with Brandon Lee way back when with Jeff Amata in the early stages of what 8711 would become. So maybe Brandon Lee would have been John Wick in a sense, you know. Well, if you look at Keanu
I just
Reeves,
from
you know,
yeah, go ahead.
pattern, you know, like with well, sorry to interrupt you there. Nah, like with the Matrix and whatnot. But anyway, what you were saying?
Now, say if I had to choose, I would say Patrick Swayze
That would have been
in
good.
the
Patrick
'80s.
Patrick would have been great. Yeah, because he had worked with Keanu, of course. Yeah, Patrick would have been great. Yeah, that would have been a good
Yeah.
follow up right after, maybe a little bit after Roadhouse and whatnot.
Well,
Yeah,
Roadhouse is '89, so I mean, like,
yeah,
if it was like even like after Red Dawn.
yeah. Or maybe after Dirty Dancing, because already people know his face already, so and whatnot, because that was the bigger hit he had. Red Dawn's a classic, of course, and such.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, that'd be a
Yeah,
good choice in the
Kurt
80s.
Kurt Russell would have been great. Oh yeah. You know, I would also say Michael Pare. I like Michael Pare as an actor. He would have been great and
Mm.
such. Yeah, there we go. And because the director of this film is John DeBont, and he had a good track record between this film and Twister. And I don't know what happened afterwards. It's just maybe he picked the wrong projects to do.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Uh,
he had a good
well, I
direction.
think
Yeah,
Speed 2, I think, might have been. I thought heard somewhere Jan de Bont had to do it. It was part of like a contract.
yeah.
Like maybe part of the contract was he had to do a sequel,
Hmm.
and that might have been a contract he. Yeah, Civil Wings. We started. We're about 13 minutes and 3 seconds in.
Yeah. And the movie has its intensity. Look at that. Even this little bit of banter between him and Jeff Daniels here.
Yeah, Jan de Bont was a director of photography. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a DP before this. He worked with quite a few known directors, including Paul Verhoeven. I believe
Oh
he
yeah.
worked with him, among others.
Hmm.
And there's actually a website podcast that only talks about speed. It's very interesting.
Oh
That
wow.
they have one where like they get different. They find snippets of directors talking about it. Like Paul Verhoeven said he saw this and he was like, I never knew Jan could do this. He
Hmm.
liked speed. So like Paul Verhoeven was impressed
Yeah.
and a few other people. So
Hmm.
and there's like a one where Tianyu and Sandra, they're still big fans of each other. They worked together later in the lake house.
That's a good one. I like the
And
lake house. Yeah. I thought that was an interesting
and
concept. Yeah.
yeah. And there's talks that maybe they want to do Speed 3, but I don't think you need it. It's too
Nah.
late.
Nah.
It didn't need a franchise.
Yeah.
Speed 2 proved that.
Yeah. I honestly don't think Keanu really shouldn't do any more legacy sequels after the Matrix and John Wick 4 and the Bill and Ted. I think he's just right now these days he's working on touring with that band of his, Dog Star. Maybe he just do
Yeah.
that, stick to that. That is an intense scene right here. The fucking Dennis Hopper's character, Howard Pain in the ass, it just blew up the fucking elevator now
Hmm.
and such. See, once again,
But yeah,
intensity,
Jan de
like,
Bont. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. But yeah, Jan de Bont, he did, you mentioned Twister, which
Yeah,
another enjoyable one.
yeah, it
Then
is.
he did Speed 2, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, aka Tomb Raider 2.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if he did anything after that.
What about that
It's,
haunting? Wasn't that John DeBont too?
oh, yeah, The Haunting. That's why I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah. Why I can't blame you. It's a
1999.
forgettable movie. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Ah.
Yeah, you
Ah.
do get a panty shot when they're getting the people out.
Yeah.
You get a
Yeah.
nice panty shot at one point.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like it's funny. I was playing God of War 3 earlier, and it's
Yeah.
like if you would like that because there's a lot of titties
Oh,
and sex
really?
scenes.
Wow. In a
You
video
actually
game?
have
Oh,
yeah
wow.
yeah.
Wow. You haven't got
I've
tags for
actually
it?
did some editing.
Wow.
No, I do some editing on it,
Oh,
but
you
I
did?
just
Oh,
say for
okay.
those who do play it,
Okay.
it'll be hell of the edit, but I have to
Oh,
because
goodness.
YouTube's picky, even though
Yeah.
they're not real.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yepa.
Panties.
There you go. Yeah. Nice booty. There you go. Look at that. Look at that intensity. Look at that shit. Goodness. And it's rated R, so anything can happen. Even though I've seen this a bunch of times, I still get intense. What the fuck? Oi! What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oi!
the
Look
score
at that.
definitely works very well with the film as
Yeah.
well.
Now
Thanks
I
to
can
Mark
I can I
Mancini.
can understand why this woman is scared shit. Cause look at this fucking elevator. I can't blame her. This last lady right there.
Yeah, done for real in camera. I mean,
Yeah. You can't get more real
that's why
than
I don't.
real.
That's why I don't get with movies today is that even if they do shoot some real stuff, they'll add like CGI smoke.
Yeah,
CGI this, and I'm like, why are you adding it? It doesn't improve it. It just makes it look more fake. Just don't have it in there if that's the case.
yeah. There you go. See, once again, I buy him as a SWAT guy. Look at this. See, he's really doing his job. There you go. Okay, sweetheart. Up you go. Watch your legs. Aye. There you go.
No, Austin, I'm watching a stream right now. It's just
Yeah.
easier to with the
Oh
computer
shit.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone's asking me any questions, I apologize if not seeing any questions because I got the player covering the screen and whatnot. But
That's
Matt's
fine.
taking care
I
of
can
it.
see the chat.
Oh, you can see the chat. Okay, cool.
Don't worry, I got it.
Oh, cool. Thank you. You are my wingman. There you go. See, I'm Jack Travin. You're my Harry. There we go. To my Jack Travin. There you go.
All right, so I die. So that's great.
Well, okay.
So I die.
To be fair, since Harry's the older one, I'll be Harry. You be Jack Travin. Okay, there you go.
Good. I get Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, you lucky shit. Go ahead. Or
Actually, I
like,
don't because she leaves him and is in Jason Patrick in the sequel, so I
well,
don't get her.
that's too bad. Well, you get her officially if they do the Scream 3, I guess. Supposedly. Yeah.
Scream 3?
I mean, Speed 3. Whoops, wrong one. Whoops. Well, if you see the film, if it ever gets made, it'll become a Scream. It'll be horrible. No. Yeah. Wow.
A lot of people just crapping on Speed too. Yeah, that has some decent action set pieces, as
Yeah.
in some special effects.
In camera.
But
I would say that. Yeah.
yeah,
William Dafoe,
yeah,
he's chewing it up to be damned. I mean, it's fun to watch his over the top performance. I would say that, but Jason Patrick, he wasn't terrible, but just he seemed like he was out of place with Jason Patrick. I would say that. He just seemed out
I
of
thought he
place.
was terrible.
Well,
I thought he was terrible.
he seemed out of
He's
place.
fine in the Lost Boys. Yeah, I thought he was terrible in Speed too. That's
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, for me, if Willem Dafoe calmed down a bit, and
Mm-hmm.
if Keanu Reeves started in Speed 2, I probably would enjoy it. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say I would love it because the idea is still like, how can you make the cruise ships are technically fast, but it's
Yeah.
hard to make that on camera look fast.
Yeah.
It's just very, very tough, and they didn't accomplish it.
But I will say,
But
okay, despite it being a bad movie, at least there's a lot of in-camera work there. It's actual
yeah,
boat, actual location.
I
It wasn't
appreciate
like
that.
exactly. At least the money is there, and of course, Sandra Bullock did it mostly for a big paycheck, so she could get that movie financed, Hope Floats or whatever and such. Uh,
Drew, I disagree. I think some of the actions in Speed 2 are fine. They're not
mhm.
as good as this, but I think
Yeah,
some of them are actually rather fine. It's just,
yeah,
uh, well, Cisco and Ebert both like Speed 2. They got 2 thumbs up.
yeah. Well, what they
But
don't.
Die Hard didn't get 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Die Hard and Aliens did not get 2 thumbs up, but Speed 2 did.
Mm,
Don't ask me why. Their reviews are on YouTube, but that's what happened. Well, Roger Ebert complained about the cops, which was the dumbest thing to complain about in Die Hard. The cops,
well,
I mean, so stupid.
Well, not for nothing. They both had issues with child endangerment, right? With aliens. But meanwhile, these are the same two motherfuckers that let me talk ill of the dead, but these are the same two critics that praised Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, where Henry snaps a kid's neck. And talking about child endangerment, really?
Yeah.
No kid got killed in fucking aliens and shit, and camera, at least, and such. Uh-oh. I noticed throughout the film, Keanu's character, Jack, he never shoots anybody. He shoots a door. So he has the
Yeah.
gun, but he doesn't shoot anybody.
Why didn't Harry shoot somebody?
Harry probably shoots. I mean, he does shoot Harry. Yeah, I'll give you that. He shoots Harry.
No, I
But,
mean, why didn't Harry shoot him?
well, good
Shoot
question.
Dennis Hopper.
I don't know, because he fell through, I guess. He fell
Like,
through.
when his leg was hurt, did he lose his gun?
I guess so. I guess the script, I guess Josh Whedon's script said so, maybe, or Graham Yosa's script. Oh yeah, I think that you were mentioning something one time that Graham Yost, the original script had a different thing where it was going to be revealed
Oh
that
yeah.
Jeff Daniels' character
Okay.
was some kind of villain or something, a
Yeah,
turncoat.
there's a commentary on the DVD, and I'm not sure if it's on the Blu-ray. Might be.
Okay.
So the writers who again would go on to write Broken Arrow and Hard Rain,
Mhm.
they said the original idea was that you would have the bomber here,
Mhm.
and he does this type of thing where it looks like he blows himself up. Of course, in this film later on, he faked it, and he's doing other stuff.
Mhm.
In the original script, you're thinking it's Dennis Hopper's character, but then you find out it's actually Jeff Daniels' character.
Wow.
And he, I forget the reason. I forget if it's just ransom. I forget if it's just money, or I forget what the reason was.
Yeah.
But you find out that it's actually Harry, Jeff Daniels' character all along. And that's the thing is that you don't see the bomber, you just hear the voice.
Yeah. Now I'm listening to you, man. Just laughing about Keanu's reaction when
It's
he
okay.
shot Carrie. That's what. That's it. Yeah. So, well, no, in a strange way, Graham Yost did that twice with Broken Arrow and with Hard Rain and such, where he does that one character you think is the good guy. But Seven Broken Arrow, we know right off the bat, John Travolta is the villain. So there was no
Yeah,
surprise.
that's more Hard Rain.
Hard Rain was more that, yeah.
I think they mentioned on the commentary that they tried to do that
Mm-hmm.
in Hard Rain.
Mm-hmm. And such.
Yep, Randy. Yesterday was pretty good birthday. Can't
Mm-hmm.
complain. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Oh look, there goes Bo Star.
Oh yeah, from the sheriff in Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
love that.
missed him.
Yeah. I can't believe they're giving you
Where
a
was he?
medal. They're they're giving me a medal for shooting me, you little prick. But Harry, you told me to.
Oh, the guy
Yeah,
giving the medal. Okay, yeah, the
yeah,
guy giving the medal
it's Bo
to
Star,
Jeff
yeah,
Daniels
yeah.
is Bull Star. He was the sheriff in Halloween 4 and 5.
He was also one of the dirty cops in Army of One with Dolph Lundgren, who's with George Siegel. That depending on
Mm,
which version of that film you watch, he has a fist fight with Dolph Lundgren in that movie as well.
mm.
It's,
Hey there, Alex Movie Collector. Hope you're doing well.
yeah,
Yes, I agree. Dennis Hopper's a great villain in this. He does a great
yeah.
job. You don't really have a lot of great villains nowadays
It's
in
sad.
action movies.
It's sad. I don't know why. It's a part. It's an important part of the recipe. I don't know why they always want to overlook it. I don't know why.
I mean, even action films I enjoy, I can't really say the recent years the villains were fantastic or anything.
I mean, the
Yep,
one that
James,
comes
you
to
mentioned that
mind.
before.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the one that
Yeah.
comes to mind is Mark Dacascos in John Wick 3. He was fun and such. I don't mind the guy in the first John Wick. Priceless. That guy, who played Vigo. He was fun. The guy in the
Mm,
second film was forgettable, and the fourth film, less talked about it, the better. So and whatnot
mhm,
and everything. But it's an important recipe. The '90s and the '80s, you had the good villains. You had your Hans Gruber. You had Vic Deacon. You had Lance Hendrickson as Fusha, and of course, with the Van Cleef from fucking Hard Target and whatnot and such. Good villains,
mhm.
but nowadays they're far in between and such.
Oh, Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, of course, John Lithgow, yeah. Of course, Ron
Mhm.
Silver and
Wesley
Time Cop,
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, New
The
Jack City,
Machine.
Demolition Man, yeah. So- But I like this thing we're establishing here with this character is that okay, he got his medal, he did good, but Jeff Daniels giving him this thing about not all the time you're gonna win, you know, and such. You gotta face
Mhm,
some part, which is sadly he's gonna end up learning that lesson, you know. And Keanu really doesn't want knockout job. Yeah. And of course, he starts out his day thinking that nothing much is going to happen. He's going to go get his muffin, his coffee, and sadly, Dennis Hopper's going to fuck that up. I love those type of concepts where the movie takes place in the course of one day or one night. Like when you look at Die Hard, you look at movies like this, or even Judgment Night, you know, and whatnot.
The timestamp is 27 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah,
So that's how far we are.
yeah. I'm
This
at
guy on the left, I've
27,
seen before.
19 seconds, 20 seconds. Yeah. Who?
The guy, the bus driver here.
He
I
was
know I've seen
in
him before and
he
stuff.
was in See No Evil, Hear No Evil. He was the bookie of Richard Pryor who got killed by Joe
Oh
Severance.
yeah.
Yeah, he was in that. I remember he used to do commercials for Ragu tomato sauce. He was doing TV commercial for that. I remember him from that. And such. See, there you go. He doesn't think nothing of it. Look, he's gonna go in his car. He's got his muffin. Until there
But
you
good
go.
timing to get the camera all the way around. Just
Yeah,
have Keanu in the frame, have the bus blow up, all done in camera.
yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. Yep, that guy was an Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
He
He was the
wasn't
one
that. Yeah,
giving Jim Carrey crap.
yeah,
And oops, I stepped on a brooch. Cold corner. Like he was just giving Ace Ventura crap, and
yeah,
Ace Ventura showed him up during the crime scene.
yeah. Oh yeah, within the same year we had another film. We had two more films about bombers. Because a little bit after this film came out, we had Blown Away with Tommy Lee Jones and Jeff Bridges, which is there, but it's not a film I revisit much. I mean, it has a lot of problems, that film. It's bad pacing. I think it was a
I'm
big
not
step down.
into.
That was a big step down from Judgment Night from Stephen Hopkins, I felt. And then you had The Specialist at the end of the summer, which I do enjoy and such. I could do it without Sharon Stone and Stallone's bare ass blinding me, but still, I like James. I like James Woods.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the specialist for what it is. I just think James Woods and Stallone should have switched roles.
Yeah,
I think James Woods should have been the lead and Stallone the villain. I think
yeah,
that would have been made it more interesting,
hmm,
and you didn't need as much of the love story because it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
that great.
yeah,
More of the bomber stuff.
yeah,
I disagree, James. I think while I would the Just Beatman movie would have been fun. I got that with Daily Outbreaks. I
yeah.
still get that Just Beatman action path. You just watch Daily Outbreak.
He
I
ends
think
up on a
Keanu was
bus
better here.
in Deadly Outbreak in the third act, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it works better here because if I mean he does get off the bus, but very little. If he kept doing it again and again and again, it just would seem less focused on the bus and less intense
Hmm.
because to keep constantly getting away from the bus, the fact so much of it is on the bus, it just makes it much more tension filled because we're with these terrorists the whole time. The passengers, our heroes trapped with them for the most part. Very rarely does he get off. So because we're with that group, we're able to live through their eyes on just how intense the downtown scenes are,
Hmm.
and that it's strictly focused on the gimmick and on the bomb.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love fighting as much as ever, but I don't think this needed that. I think this
Yeah.
works as it is, where it's the situation at hand
Yeah.
of what to do with this bus that can't slow down.
Yeah. See, once again, see, he's a man on his mission. Look at that. He's running. He wants to save these people's lives and such.
Mm-hmm.
He even threatens Dennis Hopper. When I find you, yeah, right. So I like Dennis Hopper. He's a curmudgeon son of a bitch, and he plays it well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and of course, there goes the one and only Sandy Bullock. I would go on a limb and say I think her character is the girlfriend we all want, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. And this was a career making role for her, I believe, because she
Mm-hmm.
before this she was in Demolition Man, and right after this she started getting a lot of jobs and such and everything. And
Hey
there
there,
goes
review
our
game of the night.
characters,
Oh, sorry, go ahead. So you
Alan
saw the
Ruck.
film 2020? That's cool.
Hmm.
Alexander, no, I don't give a shit about the new Bad Boys film.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres they wanted for this. I think that would have been a terrible choice.
Oh yeah, nah, 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 nah.
It would have been a
Nah,
terrible choice.
nah, nah, nah. There's a reason why she didn't go on to do films. Oh god,
Yeah.
Alan
But yeah,
Ruck. I thought
Sandra Bullock, yeah.
he does a wonderful job here. I mean, he would go on to work with the director again in Twister and such.
Mhm. Of
So does this guy who's
course,
a tourist.
most famous for being Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I
Yeah,
know you're not big on, but I
yeah.
love the film.
Okay,
Love Ferris Bueller.
yeah,
Thank you, Review Games at Night. Yeah, Sandra Bullock before this was in Demolition Man,
yeah.
and after this would be The Net will be one of
Mm.
them. A Time to Kill,
Yeah, the net is
few
not that
others.
bad of a film. I remember not minding the net. Yeah, haven't seen it in years though. Yeah,
Yeah, I like The Net. It is a movie of its time, but most movies are, and
yeah,
uh, I think it's a bit ahead of its time with how important computers are and hacking
yeah,
and stealing your identity. I
yeah,
think it actually did things ahead of its time.
yeah.
In Demolition Man, Lori Petty was cast,
Hmm.
and she got fired a day or two, I think, because of Joel Silver or someone,
Okay,
and then they replaced her with Sandra Bullock.
was a better
It was
choice.
Lori Petty.
Yeah. No, once again, nothing against Laurie Petty, but Sandra Bullock I thought was the better choice for that role. And so, but
Yeah, she had good sweetness and charm to her.
everybody on this bus, they just seem like the everyday people you would see on a bus. And when
Hmm.
this craziness happens, you see them. Like you say, the human beings, we're at our best when we're at our worst. So you start seeing them helping out Keanu a little bit. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of some words said about what do you do? There's a little bit of complaining, but it's not overdone like in Daylight, which I love Daylight, but I know that's one of the biggest complaints.
Well,
I
I
know you
mean,
agree, yeah, about the people
yeah.
giving Sly shit so much.
And some people, some people are at
Yeah,
their best when it's worst. There's a lot of people who are
sometimes.
not.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people are not.
Yeah,
Like, fuck you. Kiss
yeah,
my ass, suck a dick. Goodbye,
yeah.
you dead. I kill you first.
Hmm.
Fuck off. Thank you, Josh. Well, yeah, Brandon Lee. I mean, yeah, the same year, The Crow, and of course he
Yeah,
passed away.
yeah,
He could have worked in the role, yeah.
yeah. He could have. Hey, there was that story about how the script for Die Hard with a Vengeance was originally supposed to be a sequel to Rapid Fire. Believe it or
Hmm.
not, I heard that story. So that would have been that. In a
Yeah, I heard
strange way,
that.
he would have got to do a movie like this, in a sense, in a way. Unfortunately, this Hispanic guy in the bus thinks that Keanu Reeves is after him. That's why he gave a suspicious look at seeing Keanu Reeves chasing the bus down. Now, it is, of course, the one and only Glenn Plummer, who would go on to be in Showgirls. And I remember from this little movie called South Central. Which I don't know if you've seen that film yet, Matt.
Yep, I've seen it. I
Uh,
liked it.
yeah, very good movie. Yeah, I always thought that he should have wanted us to do more films and such. But hey, sometimes that happens and
And
such.
Glenn Plummer would play the same character in Speed 2.
Yeah, they
Only
actually
his
get
voice
they,
was taken.
yeah, it's that they gave him actually a name. His character, I think, he gave him a name, Maurice. Here, he has no name. He's the guy in the Jaguar.
But it's a good first time directing job from a guy. I mean, a guy
Yeah,
that, yes, he was a director of photography, but he had never directed before.
yeah,
And just the way he handles the action scenes, he seemed like a natural. So he
yeah.
definitely learned from
He
people
took
like Paul
notes.
Verhoeven and such. Yeah,
He
he
took
took
notes.
notes.
He did. Wow, and his intensity here is like this thing hits the certain thing, the bomb is gonna arm. So it's that intensity with Mark Mencia's music and everything to him to get to that bus on time and such.
Yeah, yeah, just fuck the new Crow film. Speaking of
Yeah,
Crow, fuck that.
yeah. Well, I'm glad it's getting pushed back because it goes to show you that the studio has zero faith in Bill Skarsgård. That's probably why, after what happened when Boy Kills World, even though Boy Kills World, I know you didn't mind the film, but the marketing and everything else and
Yeah,
such,
it didn't do much
didn't do much. So I know you did say positive things about him in Boy Kills World and such, like
because he
physicality and what
didn't
he,
talk.
but that too,
But I mean, more quickly, I talked a little bit to a guy on Facebook who
okay,
is doing a fan film of The Crow called Days
okay,
of Sodom, and so I guess there was like a story. I guess he says they're cool now, but they were forced to not put The Crow on their fan film. Like,
oh
hey,
wow,
our big budget film's coming out. You can do your Crow film, but you can't call it The Crow, so they call it Days of Sodom. So
oh
okay,
wow,
you're scared of a fan film? Yeah, probably because it looks better than your piece of shit. So okay.
yeah. Oh, look at that. Bomb on bus. Oh, shit. Once again, director did a good job zooming in, getting the reaction. The response is to slow down. He's like throwing no.
Kind of reminds me of the last Boy Scout
Yeah.
where he
Damon with the
writes
paper. Yeah.
bomb,
Yeah.
but he spelled it BOM for
Yeah.
some reason.
And it was in Polish, it means fuck off or something. And he almost, that's why Damien's character almost gets shot.
Thank you, Gonzalo. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, police department ain't gonna pay for that door. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you insured? There you go. Good stunts throughout the film, like a lot of films in the '90s. Again, Cliffhanger, Die with a Vengeance,
Yeah.
etc. Uh, which was, I mean, more work for stuntmen. Now, I mean, I get it, where people will be a bit safer, but at the same time, stunt people want these type of jobs. They want to do this type of stuff, and to just get rid of their jobs in favor of just computer. I don't know. I get that it'll be safer for people. On the flip side, it just makes films look even shittier, like they do nowadays. It's like do your jobs right, and then you won't have to worry about it. Yes, Sally, you can account for everything,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
as long as Alec Baldwin doesn't have a gun,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not in front of him.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Wow. But that's a weird name for a film. Days of Sodom. You know what Sodom is, right? Ass fucking. So I guess Eric Draven and his fan film's gonna get ass fucked. I mean, I don't
Well, it's
know,
also
but
like Sodom and Gomorrah and
yeah,
other
I guess
stuff. Yeah,
biblical. Try to be more biblical and shit
yeah.
and everything. I saw this 2022 fan film, which I was not a fan of, that somebody did. Because they managed to make a boring crow film, which I couldn't believe it. Like, wow, this is boring. My goodness. Granted, it didn't go the same tropes as the fucking sequels were, but it's boring. I gotta
Right.
request that one day for you so you can watch it. So you can see how boring it is. It's free on YouTube for 2022.
Great.
Yeah. Oh God.
But I think this fan film, they're getting people like I think Vernon Wells is going to be in it, and other people.
Well, I still say it would be interesting if they somehow did a Crow film about the Skull Cowboy, but they never want to do it. They all want to do the same 1994 film over and over again. That's all they want to do. They don't want to dare try to go back and make it different to be his own thing. They don't want to do that. No, 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 no. We want the
Hmm.
same thing. We want different but the same, like Cheech and Chong shit. There we go. Our hero is on the bus, and his problems are just starting.
It made sense that he's well for movie cops that
Yeah,
he's calling her ma'am and stuff like
yeah,
that. Like he's trying to be more,
yeah,
I don't know, official. I'm not going to say the movie's realistic as that, but trying to
yeah,
be more realistic than compared to other movie
yeah.
cop, cop movies.
Now this
See, in
move that
reality,
this move that
you shoot
Keanu
him and
Reeves.
plant the gun.
Okay, now the fight
You
scene that he
shoot him and
does
plant the
here,
gun.
right? This is a signature move you will see Keanu Reeves do in 2 more films. He's the same move in 2 more films. He does the same fucking tactic. Maybe that's all he knew how to do at the time. Watch when he tackles this guy. It's the same move. He did it in this movie. He does it in Johnny Mnemonic in one fucking scene, and then he does it in The Walk in the Clouds. It's the same fucking move. I guess that's all he knows, I guess, at this point in time. Before Chad Stahelski in 87 taught him all the jujitsu and gun fu.
Mm.
Watch. See, there you go. Twist the arm, kick, and tackle. That's it. That's all he knew.
Well, I didn't see
Watch.
Walking Clouds, and I barely
Well,
remember Giant Mnemonic.
well, I like Johnny Mnemonic. It has nothing on this film. Well, there you go. I'll walk everybody up now to shut the fuck up. Listen to the man. This guy's a prick. I never liked this fucking guy. The one guy to the bus, I didn't care. He should have been one guy that got
Yeah.
blown up.
Maybe to shoot him and blame it on the other guy.
Yeah, that's a good
You
idea.
guys didn't
Yeah,
see a thing.
yeah.
Nobody else. You saw a thing.
Now, apparently, on the behind the scenes stuff, they did train Sandra Bullock how to drive a regular bus. To her chagrin, she was able to do it. Even though in some of the scenes they have a stunt person on top driving it, but it's an actual fucking bus, not a green screen. So, I appreciate
Yeah.
that and such.
I don't really know why they had her train. I mean, most of the time you just see her just turning the wheel.
Yeah.
So you don't really need training for that.
I guess maybe she can get the idea as an actress, I guess, and such. Wow. See, look at this. We are already like 43 minutes into this film, and look at all the shit that's happening. There's not a dull
Yeah.
moment in the movie. And that's good for a
Mhm.
thriller, Then you got Mark Mencia's music and everything. Oh, man.
Yeah. Hey, Nippy, we're doing okay. He's asking, Efree, I hope you had a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
It was days ago, but
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, I did. It was good. Yeah. It fell on Mother's Day because my birthday is on Mother's Day. So mostly did stuff for my mom. That's about it.
back when you had the old ass TVs.
Oh, yeah. Tube TVs. Yeah. Now it's all flat screen
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah. And those old computers, old cell phones.
Yeah, yeah. Brick phones, they called it. Look at that. They even had the phones with the push buttons. Remember those? Look at that.
And the cords. Yeah.
Ooh.
Remember you had a cord on the phone?
I like when kid Sandra would look down on him when he goes, "It's clean." She go, "Huh?"
This one girl got glasses like from the 60s.
Well,
Might as well call Miss Peacock.
yeah,
She got glasses like 1960s
yeah.
or something.
But I like the way these characters come off. Even it works even in Twister. Like you could tell if you look at Twister in this movie, it's the same fucking director. Like I don't know how to like the ensemble works. Everybody has a character or something like, you know. I like Alan Rook trying to say word for word, and he has to edit himself.
Not Freddie Lit. They already took the name.
Oh
What the
darn!
sequel would have
Oh
been.
darn!
Train.
Hmm. What you were saying, Matt?
Oh, no, nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I guess those panels on the floor are unlocked.
well.
If you just open them, imagine it's just a random person. Let me open this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you're hoping people would tackle them before. I don't know. I mean, I've rarely been on a bus, so I don't even, especially in '94. So I don't know
Oh shit! I
if
can
those
see this.
panels
I
were
can see
things.
this happening. I can see this happening because traffic comes out of nowhere. I can see this. Holy shit! Oh no! I wouldn't want to be on this fucking bus. Oh man, I feel bad for that guy's car. Hopefully he has insurance.
Good use of cameras, point of
Yeah.
view shots, and other stuff.
Well, here we go. Goodness, it's an intensity. Like, what the fuck? Well, well, that fucked up their morning too. All these people that fucked up cars. Now I know
No, so
somebody will probably say,
oh,
well, is she killing people by doing this? Well, no, she's not killing nobody. Some of the cars, no explosions. See, it's just
hmm
cars being maybe taken out of commission. You see,
hmm
now that Michael Bay was doing this and the cars were being hit, you see explosions, then people were being killed. Then there's a different story. So it's probably better Michael Bay didn't do this. Yeah.
James Vlock, we get the point, man. You said it 4 times. You wish it was just Speakman. We get it, man. You don't have to post it 4 times, dude.
It's getting,
You
it's
said it the
getting, it's
first
getting
time,
kind of hectic. It's getting
yeah.
kind of hectic. See, there you go.
And I don't agree with you. Okay,
Yeah,
teach their own.
yeah.
I explained why 20 minutes ago.
Hmm.
Like you don't have to say it once. I mean, you don't have to say it
Okay,
4 times.
you mentioned Patrick Swayze playing the Keanu Reeves role, right? Who do you see playing the Jeff Daniels role if this was done in the
What year are
80s?
we talking about?
Okay, I'll say 1988.
Jeff Daniels role.
It's got to be someone a little bit older, not too old, I guess, who could be the
Right.
mentor. Yeah.
Hmm. That's tough.
Yeah.
1988.
Yeah. Like, just random year, I'll pick that. That's a,
Uh, Richard Dreyfuss.
yeah, I can see that. That'd be cool.
Because it would be at the stakeout.
Yeah.
So you think, and it'd be more of a surprise when he gets killed.
Yeah.
So I'll say Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, cool. Okay, now a harder question. Who do you see playing Dennis Hopper's role?
In 1988.
Yeah.
Have to think about that.
I would say one person I would like to see in that role, Ron Silver. I can see Ron Silver maybe pulling that off.
I would
I
James
remember
Woods.
James Woods would be fun.
James Woods.
Now this scene coming up right here, this got the biggest scream in my grandmother's house when we saw this for the first time. We all screamed. This next scene coming, even though granted it's funny afterwards, but you see what I'm talking about. There you go.
Oh yeah, the cans. Yeah,
Yeah.
the cans.
Yeah.
The cans.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Ah, we all screamed. Oh shit. Then we saw the cans like, what the fuck? Wait. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, damn lucky it was cans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
It was a trauma film.
but that was a good tense moment right there. I mean, I remember my grandmother, my mother, we all yelled, "The fuck! Whoa, shit! Whoa, no, goodness! Oh,
Teacher,
good,
look where you're going.
good.
Teacher,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, you need to get fired. You need to
yeah,
watch both ways.
yeah.
You can't see a speeding bus coming. Fuck you, teaching. Teach some common sense.
There you go. They get in the cops there now to keep her safe, to keep everything away from them if they could. You see, but all this intensity happening here, Michael Bay could not pull this off in Ambulance. He fucked up. He really did. You know,
Right.
granted, he had those nice drone shots, but it needed a heartbeat, which that ambulance just didn't pull it off. That's why it bombed.
Right.
You know, I understand the motivation. He really, really wanted to be Speed, but he regretted not taking the job. But it worked out for the better because his first film was Bad Boys, which was the best introduction.
Should have just done Speed.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
drug, I mean.
Yeah, well, maybe he does the drug. You never know. All these explosions.
Yeah.
On a side note, this might be off tangent. How how come he doesn't want to come back to the Bad Boys films? I would think he would jump on that. I guess he got tired of being the sequel man and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. He did so many Transformer films. I couldn't tell you.
Wow. That would be an interesting
Oh,
question
yeah.
to ask him.
Maybe he's done said an interview. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's weird because he's done like 6 Transformer films or however many.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to be the sequel man no more. Maybe I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah. Wow. You could say technically Dennis Hopper, out of everybody in the cast, probably had the easiest job because you see him at the very beginning. You see him a little bit in some room talking on a phone. You know. I love Alan Ruck. Oh man. I'm glad that John DeBont got him for Twister because him with Philip Seymour Hoffman in Twister, it was just a lot of fun to see those two guys bounce off each other and such. Especially Philip Seymour Hoffman. May he rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah, Roberto, I agree. I mean, he said this catapulted Keanu's actually star career more than Point Break. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Point Break just didn't do it. Didn't do it. And I think Point Break, I don't think was a big hit when it came out. This was a hit when it came out and such. And Keanu, he seemed like he's ready here. Like in Point Break, he wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready. You know,
Right.
like I said, he was going through a lot before he took this role because he was grieving River Phoenix hard and whatnot. And so I was one of his dear friends. So, he threw himself in his work. It seems like when he throws himself in his work, you know, sometimes when he's at his best, I guess. See, I love the little bit of thing between him and her.
Yeah, James, the Keanu did a movie with Morgan Freeman. It was called Chain Reaction, which he
Yeah,
did a few years after this,
yeah. I don't
which
mind Chain
tried to
Reaction.
capture.
Yeah, but it had
Yeah,
nothing on this though. Yeah,
no, it tried to capture, and the guy who did The Fugitive did that
yeah.
film. It tried to capture the Speed Fugitive vibe, and it was okay,
Mm-hmm.
but not as good as these other
Yeah,
ones.
exactly.
It didn't do that well at the box office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that was around 96 or so.
yeah,
Like, it's okay, but it's not great.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
both
remember.
his Bogus Journey things what he did before Point Break, or
Yeah,
at least around the same time, I should say.
yeah. They both came out at the same time, so I think it was bad timing for Keanu's part. If he wanted to be taken serious as an actor and a lead in a movie, and you have a comedy on the other end, granted it wasn't his fault, but you know,
Hmm.
it wasn't the right time. Then he after Point Break, he had his terrible performance in Bram Stoker's Dracula, which the less said about that, the better. Um, yeah, they think that's how he's seen, but they're wrong.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yep, Keanu Reeves was with Dennis Hopper in the River's Edge. Yep,
Yeah, but I
in
don't know.
years
I,
before this.
I don't think they had any scenes together, did they?
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Yeah,
They were in the same film, but they
yeah,
didn't really share much of any scenes.
yeah. Alan Rook.
Which I mean, they don't share a whole lot of scenes in
Yeah,
his, except beginning and then the very end.
Alan Rook. Oh God. See, once again, he's a slimy son of a bitch.
Yep. Freddie Lit, that's Johnny Mnemonic, the one you're thinking of. That was done before this.
Oh, after Speed.
Did it? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, 95.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Totally, I forgot about that movie. Except Flipper kills Dolph Lundgren.
Well, and then, you know why I'm soft on that film, Matt, is because I saw another film years later that ripped that film off, and it was so terrible. It made me not hate on Johnny Mnemonic no more. And that film was called Elysium. Elysium ripped off Johnny Mnemonic, so Elysium was just such a piece of shit. So,
I don't really like either one.
well, I take Johnny Mnemonic. Sorry. How do you feel? Like I've been shot? Once again, good writing.
You can take John Mnemonic, I'll take this movie.
Nah, there's no competition. This movie is better than Johnny Mnemonic. I'm saying if I pick
No,
Johnny
I know,
Mnemonic
I
over
know.
Elysium,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is when the one girl
the
wants to
lady,
get
yeah,
off the bus as well, and
yeah. I go to show you there's a threat on the bus. You know that he can still blow up this fucking bus either way. And it shows that also that Jack cannot save everybody. He's trying, but he has this thing now that it's not like what Harry was telling him. Sometimes you can't win all the time. But there you go. Uh oh, son of a bitch.
it's her fault. She should have
Yeah,
listened,
yeah.
dumbass. You dumb fuck. You dumb bitch. You
Wow.
fucked up. You fucked up. You dead. You dumb bitch. Sucker dick in hell. I told you she should have listened. Then she burned in
Yeah,
hell.
yeah.
You dumb bitch. You
Mhm.
fucking
And once
asshole.
again,
You could have got it off
look
him.
at Dennis Hopper's reaction to this. Yeah, son of a bitch. Yeah, fucking guy. Once again, these slimy villains. I miss these guys. John Lithgow from Cliffhanger, Lance Henderson from Hard Target.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man. My goodness, I can go on all day. Many villains. John Travolta from Broken Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just a good little acting moment by Alan Ruck right here.
B buddy, yeah, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know much about that.
Mm-hmm. See, once again, this schmuck, shut the fuck up, jump off the bus already by now.
But this is definitely the film that no one really expected to be so as big as it was
Yeah,
when it came
it
out.
was
You
it was a
saw
surprise
people.
hit.
Yeah.
Surprise hit. Yeah, because it dominated the weekend box office for the rest of the month of June until Arnold came in with True Lies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think even Flintstones didn't went up against this and got his ass kicked. And of course, the Flintstones ain't shit. That John Goodman one?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Once again, good acting by Sandra Bullock right here, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, I always liked Sandra Bullock as an
Yeah.
actress. I probably first saw her. Don't know if I saw this or Demolition Man first, but it
I
was
saw
one of those two.
I saw Demolition Man, then this. Yeah. Mhm. Hmm. Well, things about to get more worse for Keanu Reeves now. Like, this guy can't get a break. Look at that. I like his reaction when they tell him this. Oh, of course, this
Yeah,
reaction Joe Morton tell. This is the thing you've used a lot on your channel.
yeah,
It's from what this Joe Morton says here.
yeah. Just, just at first, he's looking at the map and he's like,
It's supposed to be
"This is
finished.
completely. It's finished on the damn map. Just they fell behind. You fired. Everybody's fucking fired."
That's something Matt said a lot of times on videos.
'Cause it's such a natural reaction.
Yeah. There you go. Now Keanu's
Yeah, I mean,
reaction. I love the reaction he gives. Yeah.
yeah. As much as I love the film, yeah, the jump is totally ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
unrealistic.
It's
Yeah, maybe if
practical.
there's some kind of ramp or something, maybe.
It's practical. You're kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way it could do that, but it's like I think with me is that even though that's the case, I'm enjoying the film so far,
Yeah.
and with so many attributes to it, I'll forgo lodge logic lapses like that. It's pretty big because it's at the end of the day, it's escapism,
Yeah.
and it's like it's because enough of the film is doing stuff in such a right frame of mind. But yeah, you could have had. I don't know why there would be a ramp. That's the thing you'd have to explain.
Hmm.
Maybe some type of construction thing.
Yeah.
Maybe some. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless somehow like they knew ahead of time and they like put a ramp in front of it.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, how do you get it in time? And uh,
Well, it's the same
can
thing.
you
You
be a
just.
ramp in
I mean,
time?
we're gonna have the same situation in a way happen in the ending with the train. You know, oh, it can't stop, so we got to speed up the train in order to go up. Even though, why would it go up if you're already on a track? But movie magic. I mean, and such. Oh, he said something about a gap. Okay, maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well, they're jumping the gap.
They jump in a gap, so
Yeah, at the end, the music is definitely it's definitely up there. And hey, Jojo, we're doing okay. Hope you're doing
mm.
well.
Hey, Jojo.
Make the gap shorter. Yeah, that could work as well.
Yeah. And Mark Mancia's music. I'm gonna keep praising his score because it's just well done with this
Yeah, of
movie.
course.
My goodness. It is
Hey there,
upward if you
Needlepoint.
look at it. If you look, oh no, the gap is not upward. Okay, my mistake. It's straight.
No.
Okay, 70 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. Oh, now it's moving. Goodness.
They either make the gap shorter, or maybe there's some kind of construction. Like there's a little bit of there, like maybe some equipment where people could get ahead, move it, and maybe have some tension where we got to ratchet it up and get out of the way for it to then hit the target. Will they get up in time? Will they hit the narrow path in order to hit the ramp at a certain way? I don't know. I'm sure there's a number of ways. Blame the writers.
Well,
But again, it's like
it's Graham between
I'm
Graham
enjoying the film so
Yost,
far.
or Josh Whedon. Whoever came up with this shit. Maybe Josh Whedon. I don't know. We could blame Josh Whedon.
Yeah,
There we go. Elevated.
because it jumps for some reason. I
It's
don't know
got
why it
turbo.
jumped.
It's related to Kit from Knight Rider. It's got turbo boost.
Yeah, somebody got all those buses of them turbo bursts
Terrible boost.
boosting.
Yeah, boost, terrible boost. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. There you go.
So, which is fine because I mean it's one of the big scenes in the
It
movie, and
is.
it's like
It is.
you know it's it's it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're right. I can't argue that, but it's
Yeah.
still a fun scene. So he's like, yeah, you got me. I still enjoyed it. That's probably why in like Cliffhanger, you had that trailer moment where Stallone jumps from one mountain to the other mountain. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we can't do that. So
Yeah.
then it's like they do something else.
Yeah.
It's great for a trailer moment, though.
Yeah. I think it's a deleted scene somewhere. You guys see it's part of a deleted
Yeah,
scene. Yeah. So
yeah, I have a fan cut that I put it on where it's very rough quality, but it's like
yeah.
it's the rough work print version
Mm-hmm.
where it's like it's the movie, but then the work print extended stuff is put in. It's very very rough quality though, but
Yeah.
still fun to watch
Oh
to me.
yeah. Yeah. I remember you sent it to me one time. Yeah.
Yeah, they use music from like Predator and
Oh
one
yeah.
scene The Fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think in the TV spots, some TV spots for this movie, they use a little bit of music from Predator, I believe.
Yeah,
Some of the
they
TV
do.
spots. Yeah. Get
Yep,
ready
they do.
for rush hour or whatever. Yeah.
They did a lot because Fox owns
Yeah.
the Predator, so
I remember they had this weird cover music of that song "Rescue Me," but I can't find that cover version for that anywhere. And so,
right.
once again,
Well, several
Alan,
wings that
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Now Alan Ruck just said a
Oh,
funny line there. The airport, why? I already seen the airport already. The way the guy looked at him. And such. But go on, Matt. Sorry, interrupted you there.
no, it's fine.
Yeah,
Well, Silver Wings, the thing with that cliffhanger jump is, yeah, it's in a lot of promotions in the titles for the video game, but I think what they did was they didn't want to lose the jump, so they re-edited where when I think it's Travers chasing him,
yeah.
he does the jump, but you can
Rex
tell
Lynn,
they move the screen so he's like over here. So he does the jump, and then they cut to him rolling down and getting hurt, and
which works better.
that's around
Yeah,
that's around the time with the whole bunny thing. After it's
yeah.
after that.
It's Section 8,
So they
Quinn.
use
Fucking Section
yeah.
8. Yeah, that's it.
So they still use a part of it. They just changed the framing. So it's like
It probably worked better that way. It really did.
yeah, because
Yeah,
as much as it'd be cool to see it be like this, where it'd be like okay, it doesn't. There's he's not Spider Man. He can't jump that far. Although The Rock tried to do it in a shitty movie, Skyscraper,
hmm
which is not as good.
yeah. Wannabe Die Hard movie with Tower Inferno with a lot of CGI bullshit.
Perry Finn says Pat Benatar sings "Rescue Me" on the Speed soundtrack.
Oh, she did? Oh, thank you. I'll look it up.
Yeah, he
Mm,
says Pat Benatar.
okay, thanks. That's interesting. You got Pat Benatar on the soundtrack along with Billy Idol, of course. Wow. I would say one of Billy Idol's best songs. I really underrated. So I love that song, Speed. Oh, yeah, here's a fun fact I could throw in there. You know who's a big fan of this movie?
No.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Remember in the
Oh
first
yeah, it
movie?
was in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fan of Speed. Yeah,
Yep. Well, I mean, yeah,
but he
because
is.
the
He is.
title and stuff.
Well, but you watch the movie, he was watching it, so he's a
Yeah,
fan of
yeah, in
it.
the
So
first Sonic movie. Yeah,
yeah,
and then ironically enough, now Keanu's in the third one
yeah. Well,
as
pay it forward.
Shadow.
Pay it forward. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, well, I understand he really did this fucking stunt we're about to see, which is fucking nuts. I'm telling you, wow.
Oh, where he's going to go
Yeah, he
under
really
the
did
boat.
it. he really did it because I think he was an Art of Action. Scott Adkins had him on there. He was talking about this stunt. I wouldn't do it. Like what the under a bus? I don't know, man. Fuck that. Real bus, no CGI, no green screen. So Keanu, he does have cojones of steel, as the guy would tell him later on, Gigantor or Tease or whatever. Yeah. I remember this guy, the actor who plays Ortiz. He was in the second Crocodile Dundee. He was one of the henchmen that was with the villain.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
remember
one
that.
that he was with Luis Guzman, and then Paul Hogan's Dundee was fucking with them, saying that those guys are cannibals or something, and he fainted. Those Aborigines or whatever.
Yeah,
He
I
wants to
remember
know if
that.
we can eat them. They fainted. See, really doing this shit, man. It's fucking crazy. My goodness.
Man, it works better for the scene, and
It
again,
does.
not just all green screen
Yeah.
CGI.
I give him props, man. I mean, he had balls of steel. Goodness. See, all him. I agree, Sandy. Hmm. Oh man.
What is that sled used for? I know it wasn't designed to go under buses to fuse bombs.
Yeah, a good
That's a good
question.
question. I don't
It
know.
is.
I don't know what the sled's for.
Unless they made it for the fucking movie. I don't know.
It's also funny, like how many of these bombs, like,
Always having these colored wires.
well, also like these big timers, where it like if you're sending the bomb,
Hmm.
I guess like why does it need to show there what the timer is? Like, wouldn't it like show for yourself? Like, why does the person who might get rid of the bomb, why does he need to know what the timer is on the bomb?
I know.
It's like, hey, in case they need to get rid of this bomb, let them know how many minutes they have left.
Yeah.
I know that's not exactly this. I think this is the speed, but
Yeah.
still, like some other ones is like, I know this bomb's meant for me to blow them up, but let me make sure the person defusing knows they have 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
While here it's about oh, they're at 60, they're 65. I'm like,
Or at the final minute,
you don't.
they're gonna stop the bomb at the final fucking minute.
It's like it's fine that it can do that, but it doesn't need like why does it need to show it in case he knew Keanu Reeves would go under here. So just for to remind him, hey, they're at 67 miles per hour. Yeah, my favorite film '94 will probably be Speed.
Yeah.
I don't know, Efree's.
I would say back then I would say The Crow, but over the years I'll put The Crow at number 2. This will be number 1. Time Cop will be in there as well and such. I would have to go through the list of movies because there was a lot of movies that came out that year. True Lies will be in there as well. Specialist will be there. So once again, now everything gets from bad to even more fucking worse. Look at this. Jesus Christ. All because the tires are fucked up. I guess they didn't realize the tires are fucked up.
Don't mind me, I'm just checking something real
All
quick.
right, it's okay. I'm watching the film. No worries. Keanu's about to get flattened like a pancake. Goodness. Uh-oh. Flapjack trapping. There you go. Uh-oh. Stab into that gas tank. That's the only choice he has. Oh, shit.
See now, Silver Wings, you fucked me up. Now I keep thinking, what the fuck that sled is used for in real life. Now I'm just stuck
But
on
wait a minute.
crawling.
But
What?
wait a minute. You know how somebody was saying something about the door is got to be sealed? But this door is sealed. It's screwed down, you see? Remember the other door, the other panel, it was open? This one wasn't.
Yeah.
He had to open it. So you see, so I guess some parts of the bus are opened.
Okay.
You remember that? Somebody mentioned that before
Yeah.
about the panel? Yeah. Not a panel, it needs to be opened by some tools. Thankfully, we got a mechanic on the bus. Somebody works with tools, be contractor or whatnot.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't get to the one they looked at. Yeah, before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that Silver Wings. Yeah,
How many lives you got, man?
but I
Trying to see like
forgot
he's
this
cat.
part.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh god. There you go. Like a cat. How many lives you got? But there you go. Oh shit. Well, it's a hole in the tank, so it may not do much, sadly. Yeah. Now I know a lot of people picking on Keanu when he gets his dramatic scene where he's angry and shit, but I thought it was a genuine good reaction because he's a guy where he's been trying to be the voice, trying to calm the crowd down. That's one moment where he loses it. I thought it was a good acting scene by him. But I know a lot of people picked on him when the movie came out and such.
Well, I mean, if they want to pick on for John Mnemonic, I don't blame
Yeah,
them.
well,
Or Bram Stoker's Dracula, I don't blame
yeah,
them.
a
But
Point Break.
this,
Yeah, but yeah, yeah. I think Jeff Daniels was on some podcast recently. I think he was talking briefly about the scene in this movie. I forgot what the
yeah,
story was. So some kind of funny story or something. I don't know. But he's proud of the film. Such because hey, the same year he had two hits. This film and Dumb and Dumber. Uh oh, he
but I
found
was saying
something.
they weren't.
Uh
They should
oh,
have been more careful. That's why you get blown up.
damn.
So you should have been more careful.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Although with cops in real life, it's probably more realistic.
Well,
Oh shit!
well.
They fucked up.
I think there goes his moment here. I thought it was a good scene.
I mean, you see on the news like all cops, they fuck up and everything. Like they
Yeah.
hear like
Yeah.
a pop and they start shooting, think
Yeah.
it's a gun or something. Yeah, Keanu does fine
Yeah.
in this
Great. Great
moment.
scene. I buy it. He really does that look in his eyes. He wants to rip out his spine. Now that's the dead giveaway he keeps on saying when he calls Sandra Bullock the Wildcat. Because
Yep.
we find out he's actually finding another way he's keeping an eye on them.
Jeff Daniels has said for his death face, he did what Roy Scheider did when he first saw the shark while on the boat in Jaws.
Oh yeah, that's
Hmm.
right.
It
That's the
worked.
story. Yeah, that's right. He was a fan of Jaws. Yeah,
No drum roll. We're like fuck Point Break.
yeah, exactly.
We don't like Point Break. Never liked it.
See, once again,
Never understood the praise
look
for
at
it.
those look at that look in those eyes. You could feel the emotion right there. There you go. That's it. He's been going. It's been a shitty day for this man. This
Yeah.
is breaking point. The lady being killed, the other bus driver being killed, and you know the advice that Harry told him before. Now Harry's gone, so now see, once again, a good acting performance. People picked on him, but I thought this is way better than anything he did in Point Break or in Bram Stoker's Dracula. And yes, even Johnny Mnemonic, yes. Even though I love that
Yeah.
scene with him yelling about room service, I love that scene still though, because it's so over the top and silly. But I love it though, and everything. Plus, it's a short movie. I give you that compared to fucking Elysium. Well, it's one thing, a captain of a ship. You never want to see the captain of the ship lose his shit, but he's human. Now he realizes something, of course. There we go. Son of a bitch. Uh, I know when I used to watch the MTV Movie Awards, I think the following year after I've been at 95 Movie Awards, this movie got a lot of nods on movie awards. Dennis Hopper won for Best Villain. And I remember the music they used because they would use little pieces of music. They used that music that Snoop Dogg did called "Murder Was the Case" that they gave me, and the beat worked for Dennis Hopper's character in a strange way and whatnot. And I think the best action sequence, that
Mhm.
bus jump, John DeBont won, but he couldn't be there to accept the award because he was on location filming Twister, so he was at Satellite, and they gave him the award through there. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight with you all, but I'm over here filming Twister. It's gonna be out next year. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And he was right. Twister was a lot of fun. So no, so and whatnot. I missed the MTV Movie Awards. Damn it! That's when MTV was worth the shit back in those days. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not saying much. It's just
Yeah.
movie
Exactly.
speaks for
Movie.
itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And look how good the pacing is. I'm telling you, we're past one. We're an hour and 25 minutes in, and
Yep,
yeah.
half hour left.
Yeah. Nah, fuck you, Michael Bay and Ambulance. Fuck that movie. Doesn't hold a candle to this fucking movie. All its fucking Michael Bay bullshit characters and silly
Mm.
bullshit and nonsense. Now, here's silly. There's stuff in here, but it feels natural. Like there's no fart jokes in here. There's nobody a dog fucking another dog. There's none of this stupid humor shit that you would see in the Transformer films or even Ambulance.
Mm.
I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal, he's the best part of the movie. He needs a better movie, though.
Mhm. See,
A
this is
lot
how
of
we record stuff back to the day.
yeah, but,
Antiquated and old school.
but sadly, there's a fuck up there thanks to this Asian lady because she didn't speak English or something. When they said "don't move," so she has a reappearing, disappearing pocketbook. There we go.
Women. It's always the
Yeah,
women that fuck it up.
yeah, I know.
The
Some
one
SJ,
woman that got herself blowing up.
yeah,
This woman that could have gotten everyone else blown up.
yeah,
Send a bullet, gets herself caught. It's
yeah,
all the women's fault. They all
yeah,
fuck everything up.
yeah. And then some SJW get mad. You see, that's why we don't have movies like this anymore. They blame the women for everything. You see, me the man's fault.
Well, it is. It's Dennis Hopper.
There you go. There we go. Of course, by the time we get to Alan Rook, that's when the bus fucks up the ramp.
How does a loop work without rewinding? It's a good question.
Well,
That's true. They don't rewind it.
once again, somebody needs to ask Josh Whedon that question or Graham Youst. Come on, go ahead. We loved you, and they loved you in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Come on, there you go. That's it. Well, good stunt work. If Alan Ruck did it, I give him credit. Wow.
I mean, I doubt he did most of it.
Yeah.
Just the close-ups.
Okay. Yeah. I love.
I mean,
I love.
general favorite. Yeah, go ahead.
I love that Billy Idol song because the lyrics of the
Mhm.
song, it literally feels like Billy Idol singing about Keanu Reeves' character. You know, I see a train full of pain on the edge of like that's Jack. That's his character throughout the whole fucking movie. You know, all this shit going
Mhm.
on. You know, I got to save it. Yes, I love it. Sadly, I think by the time the version of this we're watching, in the end credits, some of the song cuts off. So I guess that's the way it is, but and such.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I love that song. Yeah. Yeah. It's the perfect it's his perfect theme song, his perfect anthem, you know. That's it. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. They're safe. That's
Yeah,
it.
she's lucky that some of her legs didn't get scraped the fuck up.
I think she did get scraped up because you see her later on by an ambulance. Yeah, she did get scraped. Now I guess we're
Definitely more
lucky.
so than she did.
We're lucky that there was nobody in that plane. At least I hope not, because this plane is going kablooey.
But that's why the guy's pulling it and the doors open and
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow. See, Michael Bay, you couldn't top that. Sorry. That is in camera. I love it. You see, that's how you do explosions. We don't get that anymore. Nobody knows how to do it anymore. Except Michael Bay. I gotta
Mhm.
give him that, but goodness. Even Jason Statham's movies, you don't see real explosions. As much as I enjoyed The Beekeeper, there's like CGI explosions there. Because we lost the technology and we blow up a building. Go blow up a damn plane.
Mm.
Wow. Look at that. Well, at least he lived. There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That would have been very funny. Like all of a sudden, you find out the whole plane was full of passengers, like Die Hard 2. Whoops.
Mhm.
We saved us. We just killed like 40 people.
Yeah. I think it's a good little moment with Sandra Bullock there.
No general, just Efree doesn't like ambulance. The it's not that he doesn't like Michael Bay, he just doesn't like Michael Bay's ambulance film.
I don't like the film. I do like Bad Boys 2, The Rock. The Island has grown on me over the years. I like this line that she says. Mhm.
My favorite explosion on screen, Jesse, that'd be tough. The
It's
one
a lot.
Demolition Man's really good at the
Yeah.
beginning. Uh, I'd probably say, probably, I would say in Hard Target in
Oh
the
yeah.
finale,
Yeah. A lot of good explosions there. Yeah. Oh goodness.
either with the gas can, shotgun, or when Van Damme's character jumps out because you see your explosion literally push him,
Yeah.
so then the person flies under the table, and that's
Hmm.
just an insane stunt.
See, she
And
got
then the explosion
scratched.
cancels it.
She got cut. You see,
Yeah,
she got cut. Maybe not.
no, no.
She got one cut. She probably should would have had more cuts, but and such.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, that's what I mean. Is I would think it'd be because like there are times where you just if you slip and fall, like you get
Yeah.
like literal cuts. But with
Yeah.
all the sparks and all that other stuff, I'm like at least put like a few more cuts.
Yeah.
I'm not
Exactly.
saying it has to be like a meat popsicle, but
Yeah. Yeah.
a few
Exactly.
more cuts,
Yeah.
more a few more cuts. I mean,
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
was her other leg even cut, or was it just the one leg?
I don't know. They made it one leg. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That'd be funny if she had the cut before. She just didn't show anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut it from this. You fix this.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
I'm
oops!
gonna get to this.
I got this cut a little while ago at the bus. You know when we did the jump. Oops! Wow. There you go. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see.
Right, you would think they would just take her to the hospital in the
Yeah.
ambulance
Yeah, that's true.
instead of just
Okay.
staying there.
Well, that makes sense. But I guess we need a part where she could be taken. So Keanu's got to save her baby before I die. That's why it's part of the lyrics of the song. That's a good practical effect the way they did to Dennis Hopper's hand covering his thumb because his character's supposed to be missing a
Yeah,
thumb.
yeah.
Good, decent
But
effect
yeah,
they did there. Yeah. Goodness.
I guess it's kind of like the end of Die with a Vengeance. I mean, I like that Sam Jackson's with Bruce Willis, but it's like,
Yeah.
why is Sam with Bruce Willis when he was a civilian? And it's like,
Yeah.
we're going to arrest this guy that may shoot the shit out of us. Not
Yeah.
sure if he wants a civilian
Yeah.
flying
Exactly.
with us just
Yeah.
in case some
Yeah,
bullets fly.
and then yeah, of course, then the helicopter, hey McClane, what the fuck is all the white shit? What's this? And everything. Then again, they give McClane a little pea shooter. Yeah, what is this? So they shooting at the. Again, but it worked though. He shot that wire and then fucked up Jeremy Irons. Yeah, classic film. I love Die Hard with a Vengeance. Wow. Now, of course, this is the part if you're in a packed theater, when you see a character who's the villain who's in disguise, who the leads haven't seen yet. Besides Keanu Reeves, you'd be yelling, "That's him! That's him!" Uh-oh. He's got a hostage now. Mm.
Why wouldn't they turn on from the get go
Yeah.
the signal? Why they wait until now to turn it on? Like when you have that on to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, why they activated now?
Of course.
Why was it activated before? That doesn't really make sense now that I think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, that's true. Once again,
This activated after.
someone needs to talk to Graham Yost or Josh Whedon about that. Between one of them, somebody fucked up, or they'll blame Josh or they'll blame John DeBont or somebody. Is what you'll see. And of course, Keanu Reeves gives his famous line, which was in all the TV spots.
Yeah, pop quiz hot shot. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah, I guess the batteries are AAA. He needs some better battery. Get some Duracell, some Energizer there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Should use Energizer batteries.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they are batteries. It look like Energizers. They look like.
He's like, you dumb bitch. You'll get me killed.
Yeah.
I do remember National Lampoon Senior Trip. I do remember the pop quiz hot shot. Also remember they said, let's do some Van Damage. That was a young Jeremy Renner as a star, way before he
Yeah.
got famous.
Yeah. I'm glad he's doing better. I'm very happy for Jeremy Renner because I know he did a great
Yeah.
interview where he was talking about being on his new show was the mayor or whatever Boomtown whatever that show's called from Paramount
Hmm.
Plus, and he's doing way better now. I mean, he could have been killed. I mean, God damn it. I mean, God bless him. I mean,
Oh,
not
yeah.
God damn it. God bless him. I mean to say, but you know, it's
Right.
because that accident, what happened to him with the eyeball, he's still with us. He's still wow. I like what he said. He said, I don't think he'll ever have a bad day again because that's the ultimate bad day. Nothing could top that. God, my goodness. Dennis Hopper, he's greatly missed. This great scene over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Poor people are crazy, Jack. I'm I'm eccentric. I like that line. See, he really wants to fuck him up. There you go. You feel it. Look at that look in his face.
Yeah.
Wow. Telling you, your hero is as good as your bad guy. Look at that.
Yes, Sally, nowadays you don't really deal a lot of that in the action film genre, at least not in,
It's a
especially in
big.
the movie theater.
I don't know why. It's a big missing ingredient. It's like God forbid we can't have a villain be like this. No, if we make him this way, he's too over the top. He's too cartoonish. See, that's the only time he shoots. That's the only time he shoots. Besides Jeff Daniels, but still a good
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, don't worry about it. He'll get to shoot more guns in the Matrix, and of course in Street Kings, and of course John Wick films.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He made up for it. He couldn't shoot anybody here, so he shot a couple hundred people in the John Wick movies.
Well, all thanks to
He's like, I make up for
Chastahelsky.
it.
Yeah, he did. All thanks to Chastahelsky. He did shoot people in Street Kings, which is an underrated one from him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I do remember when I first saw this, I kind of wanted him to throw a wallop on Dennis Hopper's character, but I figured, well, it wouldn't be much fair because Keanu Reeves. Look at Keanu. Look at Dennis Hopper. I mean, Dennis Hopper. If he
Mm.
has no weapon or gun, it's his ass. You know. But I like the way he fucks him up though. I'm taller. I love that line. Shit.
Now that I think about it, like Dennis Hopper shot the driver, right?
Yeah.
How was he going to get off the train?
Good question. Once again, Josh Whedon and Gravity Youst.
I
Somebody
think
got to
about
answer
that.
that
Like
question.
he shot like even if he lived, how would he have gotten off the train? Would he have
Yeah,
had the same idea or no? Like
I don't know.
if you don't call the Meyer brothers, and
Yeah,
do you, do you give me another dimension or go back to be Koopa?
he has a different plan.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper played another bomber in that Steven Seagal crash
Yeah,
test ticker. Yeah,
yeah. Sadly, he did. Yeah,
and people were talking about Crow films, just the Crow '94. Dennis Hopper was in a Crow film,
oh, that's
Wicked
right. He,
Prayer.
I always forget he was in Wicked Prayer. I can see why. Well, there goes his money. He doesn't deserve the
Yep.
film money, so of course, money's fucked now. Because if that ink gets on the money, you can't use it for nothing. Because that's gonna be traceable instantly. You know,
Yeah.
you couldn't even wash that shit in the washing machine, from what I hear. That's one of the reasons they put that in the bag to piss off the robber.
Hmm.
Well, Dennis Hopper is gonna be ass because Keanu's gonna fuck you up.
I just had a little bit of reminiscent of this train scene later on
Yeah,
would be Money Train
yeah,
with Wesley Snipes.
yeah. Which they probably used the same production design. I would not be surprised. People from that movie. I think that movie actually had Mark Messia's score, if I'm not mistaken. And such.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jesse, I didn't remember in the '93 Twin Tower bombings. I
I
mean, I don't
did.
know if that'd be the reason why people would make a lot of bomb films a year
Yeah,
after.
I think it was that or the Unabomber.
Yeah. Yeah, the Unabomber, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, but there you go.
What year was the Unabomber?
I don't know. It might have been 93, 94. Check it out. That's it. You're smarter, but he's taller. That's it. Bye. That's right. Now comes one final obstacle for him to overcome now. He lost his head. There you go. That's it. Okay. The detonator's done, but
Yeah, again, Dennis Hopper must have known he shot all that shit up. Again, would love to have known his plan to get the fuck off the train.
yeah. He's gonna use a parachute? What the fuck he was gonna use?
Yeah, let's take this off, and I don't mean the bomb.
Yeah. I would have took off that, that'd be like a 007 type of thing to do, but hey, that's a different movie.
We're going to die. Guess it's time to fuck.
Yeah.
We
Good.
must fuck.
Now there's always been a good acting mode by Sandra Bullock here, right here, especially Keanu. I thought it was a good acting mode between both of them.
Hmm.
Because after this whole thing, they bonded in a strange way and such. And, he's seen innocent people die because of Dennis Hopper's character, including his friend. So he's not going to let this girl die either. It's like, fuck this. I'm going to try to break this thing
Hmm.
off. And those things are hard to break. You cannot break those.
Why, you tried, or
Nah, I've seen people try to kick those. You can't break them.
you've seen it?
At a train, some crazy motherfucker banging that, trying to break it. You can't do it.
Why? Because he was just high, or
He was getting attention. Some stupid guy in the train early in the morning. This is like 10 years ago or whatnot. Thankfully, I was getting off in the next stop. He was still hitting the damn things. Oh well. Okay, there's a curve. So I guess that makes sense here than the bus, I would say.
Cuffs are easy to pick. I wouldn't know how to pick them, so I'd be screwed.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know how to pick the cuffs.
yeah. I would think you have a backup key on you, but I guess with the situation, maybe he lost the backup key. Even if you got the handcuffs off, how would you get off the train still? That's the only thing. Once again, another good acting scene between both of them because it's like this dire straits. So like, oh well, he's not gonna leave her. Fuck this. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, Nippy. Yeah, the Dennis Hopper was a good villain death. Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
memorable one.
Yeah. I'm taller. I love that line. I'm taller. That's it. I would have been nice if he would have said it before he killed him. Yeah, and I'm taller. Then boom, then his head would have came off. But again, Gene Hackman sort of did that in Narrow Margin with that lady. Remember? That's one thing I like about you. What? You're taller. And then boom, that was it. You seen Narrow? Remember Narrow Margin?
Mm.
Yeah. There we go. Some of this is miniature, some of this is practical, but it's well done.
Yeah, I definitely can tell the miniatures.
Yeah. That's probably a miniature right there.
Yeah, they don't use a lot of miniatures
Of course.
nowadays.
Once again, yeah. Sad. Last time we saw something like this was maybe in what was it, Skyfall, which I looked at actually like it has some practical to it. If you remember
Mm.
the scene with Javier Bardem, which he was a good bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah. There you see it makes sense. It's going up unlike the way you call it, the bus. Thank God those construction guys was just out of the way when that happened. Thank God. Well, thank the script, I guess. Okay, now the thing broke. There we go.
Yeah, Civil Wings. I'm sure they were on purpose referencing this film, Resident Evil 2 game, because they both end on a subway. So yeah, since the end theme sounds like this end theme, and that game came out in '98, so
Oh,
I'm
of course.
sure they reference a lot of stuff, a lot of those games, just
Yeah.
like Silent Hill references Jacob's Ladder, among many other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of games.
There you go. Good line coming up. There we go. Mm. Here's what this line she says is the reason why we all want her as our girlfriend. We want Annie as our girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah. Good plan. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Oh well, the
Guess the
sex is
sex
bad.
was that good.
Yeah, if the sex was bad, then well, there you
That's
go.
why she left and got with Jason Patrick, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
sex
guess
was really
I
that
guess
bad.
apparently her character didn't like the idea that he stayed with SWAT. Something that
Yeah, I
bothered her,
know,
I
I
guess.
know.
I mean, that's why what it
Yeah, that
was.
was the. I'm just
Yeah,
making a joke. Yeah,
yeah. There we go. Beautiful ending to a badass action thriller classic. There we
that.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that. See, he didn't have a
there's
name.
a
He's
lot.
just Jaguar owner, Glenn Plummer. By the second film, they gave him a
Yeah,
name. Yeah.
yeah. Watch it again. Grant, there's a lot more stuff that makes less sense than I
Mhm.
remember,
There we
but
go.
it's a fun movie. It's a very entertaining
Yeah.
film. Granted, again, I don't know what that sled's for to go under the fucking
Yeah,
car or the
exactly.
bus. I
And
don't know
then
what.
Now he got a
What
badass
the?
song by Billy Idol right there too. Look at that. Yeah, good.
Yep.
Yeah. See the lyrics of the song. He's talking about Jack.
Hmm.
I gotta do what I gotta do. There you go. Yeah, but I love this film a lot. I've always did ever since I first saw it and whatnot
Hmm.
and such. I'm sure everybody in the chat they're fans of this film, and that's we are and such. And we had a big list. I remember when I sent you the thing for this, I showed
Yeah.
you a whole bunch of movies you had to pick from. Do you know why
Yeah.
you went for this one for some reason? Because I know some of them did. I know are one of your faves as well and such.
I think this one just because it's been so long since I've seen it,
Okay.
so I had the itch to watch it again.
Oh, cool.
But entertaining film. Yeah,
Wheels
very
on
fun,
wheels
fun
and
gimmick.
wheels on wheels. See a
Like I said, I
train
mean,
full of pain. Sorry, I'm singing.
there's a
Don't
lot
go.
of stuff that doesn't make sense, but when I watch it again, yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck? Now I'm on cable. Like, someone please tell me what is that sled for? I need to know. Like, what else is a
yeah.
fucking sled used in the city?
I, it says
Usually,
for
it's like maybe dog safety.
in case there's a snowstorm, they can sled down the thing. That's what it sleds for. So SWAT guys could play with it during snowstorms and stuff. In case it snows in LA, I doubt it. That's all.
And what the fuck was Dennis Hopper's plan to go off the fucking train?
He was
Especially
gonna
when he
use it.
shot the damn controllers.
He was gonna jump out of the train like Patrick Swayze did in Point Break. He thought it was a he thought it was a plane instead of a train. I don't know. Yeah. Oh man, this movie's badass. Because the reason why this film's a classic really is, like this film, I can understand its fan base. I mean, people love Point Break, to each his own. But you know, I rooted more for this character, just on this whole journey he goes through and whatnot and such and everything. And I don't want another
Hmm.
sequel because I don't know what the character is gonna be. Plus, Keanu Reeves' track record. Now I lost the song pretty much because the audio popped out and such. I guess I lost the audio with that. So, but anyway, but I don't see Jack Traven. Where would he be 30 years later? Is he a fuck up now? He's not a SWAT guy no more, or whatnot. Or Sandra Bullock is whatever with somebody else, and it's another bus. Like, what ideas do you guys in the chat see for Speed 3? Honestly, or what you see an idea for Speed 3, Matt? Really, I
I
don't
don't
see
have
an idea
one. You shouldn't make it.
because there's no. What else could you do? You know,
I don't
crazy.
know.
Yeah. Let's see. Now I can see everybody. Yeah, of course, that line Nick B says, "Where is Payne? He lost his head." Exactly. Yeah. Oh man.
I got the third rule of gun safety: know your target and beyond. I mean, you
Well,
think you don't shoot with a machine gun? It's like, yes, it probably don't hit the fucking controls. You would think he'd be a bit smarter than that as this
yeah,
bomber. He's
yeah,
been smart throughout the rest of it, but
yeah.
maybe he saw Sandra Bullock. He got a whiff of some poontang and he's like lost his
No, I,
head.
I, I know what it is because he doesn't have all five fingers. He's firing with his thumb, and I guess the vibration startled him. I don't know what to say, but something like that. Some kind of bullshit. I don't know, man. Oh god, but this film's a classic, man.
Yeah, Speed 3
Uh,
in the space station. Yeah, Civil Williams
yeah.
mentioned that earlier too. Speed in space.
Wasn't there at one point they were gonna do a Con Air sequel in space? Remember that idea that was floating around
Yeah,
with?
after like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I love Con Air, but it didn't. Con Air didn't need no sequels. I love Cameron Poe,
No,
but now one movie is all you needed. That guy.
no, yeah, because they'll turn out to be like Lockout with Guy Pearce, which wasn't
Yeah.
that good.
As someone mentioned here, Motionless Zombie, like Die Hard 3 situation with the grandson of Dennis Hopper being the villain. Well, if they go that route, but I don't know. Keanu, don't do it. If you want to do a documentary where you sit down and talk about the film, about
Yeah,
okay, this movie got him out of that mourning depression he was going through because of River Phoenix's passing and whatnot. Talk about working with Sandra Bullock and whatnot, and the big crush he had on her, and all the other stories you hear and
yeah.
whatnot, and everything. Oh,
I
Jeff
agree.
Daniels, you know,
Just do
yeah,
a documentary.
documentary better. Like he did one for the Bill and Ted. That was a fun one. That's what I was happy with that than a bullshit Bill and Ted sequel, which is on YouTube for free. But I still don't want to see it because I don't want to waste my time with that fucking film. That's it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I guess everybody over here is having a great time. I'm having a good time too. So I'll probably stay on for about maybe 10 more minutes. Then I'll probably be heading out and such. Wow. But thank you for
Well, we
doing
can
this,
end it
Matt,
now.
and
No
whatnot.
problem, man.
Yeah, and such, because I just, it's gracious because the list of films, I couldn't believe it. And he's like, Speed, like, all right, Speed. Like, wow. I know there was some interesting ones I threw at you there too. Like, wow, really? This one?
Yeah,
Like, wow, yeah, that's cool. And everything. And everything. Plus, I was able to see it thanks to the thing you provided. So I was able to see it and stuff. It was a Blu-ray
no
rip
problem.
too. So it was an HD. Yeah. Whatnot. Or if you want to see 4K or whatever the hell it was. So I think there's a new 4K that's coming out, I believe, thanks to the anniversary and shit.
Hmm. Yeah, I have the. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, I have it. Let's. I checked it out. It looked pretty good. Yeah.
that's cool. Any new features on it or no?
No,
Ah, of
no,
course.
not much for features.
It's too bad. Yeah, that's it. I'll
Yeah,
do a
it is what
Q&A.
it is.
Do a Q&A with Sandra Bullock at least, with Keanu Reeves, them together, and maybe the director, John Devant's still with us, if you want to talk about the film and such and everything. Hell, if they want to, they could get Josh Whedon and let him explain what the fuck he did to the script and such and everything.
Nah, they ain't even Josh Whedon for anything. He's canceled.
Oh, that's true, yeah. 'Cause all that bullshit that happened on Justice League movie and such. Yeah.
But with that said, thank you guys for watching. Uh, thanks, Efree,
Thank you,
setting this
Matt.
up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for we could do this together and whatnot. It's a lot of fun and such and everything. Happy 30th
No
to
problem.
Speed and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah. He deserves it. It
that's
deserves
kind
its
of why
flowers.
I kind of sat back on the commentary to let you talk. It's been so long since you've been on here, so
Yeah.
let you have the floor more on this.
No, that's cool. But
So yeah,
I thought we were both equal. I heard you a couple of
okay,
times and stuff.
cool.
Sorry if I talked a little top and such, but and
No, it's
everything.
fine.
That was
That's
cool.
the whole point.
Uh,
That's the whole point of it.
mm. I know Neopunk was asking about The Crow, but I know Matt is not big on the film, and so he doesn't hate the
I mean, I
film.
like the film.
He likes the film. It's just the fact of the film took Brandon away from us, which is he has every right. I mean, a lot of people feel the
Yeah,
same way, about The Crow and such. I mean, I would say it's a good performance by Brandon Lee. It's one of
yeah,
my favorite films of that year, but it's not my favorite
yeah,
Brandon Lee film. That film still goes. That title still goes to Rapid Fire though, and such. Because that Rapid Fire, you saw
yeah.
the action and what he could do, and such. The acting is great too, but you see all the physicality and such and everything. Yeah. And somebody put Speed 3 Glacier of Fear. It's in a fucking
Yeah,
snowstorm
behind
or something.
Glacier.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But anyway, I guess I head out then. Oh man. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you,
in the chat and whatnot. Thank you, Matt, as well. And such.
thank you,
Hmm.
and we'll see you guys later. And have a good night.
Okay, have a good night. Ciao. All right, later.